So Matty, big win here at Silveroyd. You've bounced back from last week's disappointment. You must be absolutely delighted with that performance.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, pretty excited. Obviously, the way that the lads played in testing conditions. Obviously, it kind of like four seasons in probably one day with the wind and the snow and the rain, and then obviously finishing in sun. So so it was really good. The pitch up held up pretty well, I thought, and the guys just kind of got to play rugby, which was what we wanted.
Yeah, definitely different conditions to last week, Matty. Of course, the pitch held up a little bit better. I know it was churned up towards the end, but again, your side coming out the blocks quickly and scoring within the first minute.
Yeah, that was good. That was obviously just a good kind of confidence boost for the lads. We had a couple of young fellas in their kind of team today, so to get our noses in front, I think we rested a little bit come half time on probably getting our noses in front, but I thought the second half, the way we played without the ball was fantastic. I think our defence was back to where we kind of expect it to be as well. And the support play from the lads was really good too. So to score a couple of really good kind of tries was good to see.
Yeah, how important was it to pick up a bonus point today, Matty? I know last week was a real disappointment for you and your side coming away with absolutely nothing from the Gannick. So I guess the bonus point was huge for you today.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, definitely. It's probably something that we've kind of worked on. We know that obviously if we get to play the rugby, the tries will come and the bonus points will come. So to bounce back after last week, it's been obviously a bit of a wet week, so we haven't really been out on the pitch too much. We had a quick kind of training run on Thursday night, but didn't really want to kind of do too much to the fields. So to get that kind of result is fantastic, and the boys kind of really deserved it today.
You're in the middle of a really tough run, Matty. We don't have any weeks off, and we haven't had any really since Christmas. A couple of new faces in the side today. Will Vasey, Dan Boys as well coming in. It's nice for you, isn't it, to give new faces and new lads a chance to run out and show their worth.
That's what I said. It's exciting because obviously all the hard work, that's kind of what's going on behind the scenes, is kind of really paying off. I thought the kids, we call them kind of kids, obviously they're kind of 18, kind of coming through. They were exceptional. Will Vasey started. And he did nothing wrong. His carries were fantastic. He probably shot a couple of times out of line, but we spoke to him just to kind of keep his feet in kind of wet conditions, and he did that when he went back on. Boise obviously had to go onto the wing to start off with, losing Tom Anderson the first kind of 15 minutes wasn't great, and he was probably a bit of a lost kind of chicken out there, but when he went into 9, he controlled the game really well, and that's all we can kind of ask for, is that the kids kind of go out there and just kind of play their own kind of style and their own game. And just kind of worry about that, and everything kind of happens around them, and I think they kind of really enjoyed it. So that's good. Obviously, they get to all their kind of Colts lads all kind of enjoyed them after the game, and their coaches and parents and family as well. So it's fantastic to see, and it's a real kind of buzz. Obviously, being a coach, kind of seeing those kind of Colts lads come through.
Tough pitch, Matty, and a couple of niggles. I know Dylan Robinson went off, looked like an ankle injury. Pat Roberts was limping as he came off the pitch. You're in a long run at the moment, especially coming after Christmas. Any update on any players? Do you think that'll just be a little bit of a niggle sustained today?
I think by all accounts, I think most of them are all kind of niggles. Dylan walked off the field, which is obviously a positive to see. Pat's obviously just took a bit of a kind of kick to the face. I think he's got a bit of a cut lip, so he'll be okay. He's got a wedding coming up though, so he's okay with us, but I don't think he's going to be okay when he gets home to the missus. But yeah, it is what it is. Unfortunately, we know that we're growing our side. And we know that week on weekend it's going to get harder, and the lads are kind of putting their hand up to play with kind of niggles and injuries, but we know that there's probably 5-6 guys that missed out on today that would have had a seconds game but got called off. So we know that we've got the strength and depth, and which is obviously like how we've kind of worked at the last kind of few weeks and months. So we know that the guys who are going to step in are going to do a job for us.
And just turning attention to next week, Matty, of course you're not here, sunning it up down in London with Spook. Jason Loud takes the team next week against tabletoppers Heath. Another tough game. You'll be looking on at that, and you'll be hoping that the lads can do a job for you.
Yeah, exactly. We know what kind of Heath offer. We know the size of the pack that they've got. We know that they like to keep it in tight. The way that they play suits their kind of pitch conditions as well. So we need to make sure that we just kind of go out and kind of like play the way that we have been playing. We don't want to kind of restrict ourselves with our offloads or the width that we kind of want to play just because Heath are going to play a different way. So we need to make sure that we just go out and test ourselves as well. It's great. It's nice to kind of play top of the table. We enjoyed it when we played Ilkley, so we'll enjoy kind of going to Heath and doing the same there.